from Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri briefing a parliamentary panel on the India-Pak military conflict to the politics around Operation Sindoor and a historic UK-EU deal, here are the top headlines of the day. Good evening, I am Nivedita Varadarajan and welcome to the Hindu's News Wrap. Let's get started. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri briefed a parliamentary committee on the military conflict in the aftermath of the Pahalgam terror attack today. Several MPs from across party lines attended the meeting of the Parliament Standing Committee on External Affairs, which is headed by Congress MP Shashi Tharoor.
The committee has in many ways covered a lot of constructive ground and has left with satisfactory responses to various questions. I am not at liberty to enter into the substance of the questions. That is simply the standard policy of the committee. But I will say that we have had a good discussion and we are parting, as you can see, in very positive spirit.
Misri is briefing the panel on the current foreign policy developments regarding India and Pakistan today and tomorrow. The meeting comes against the backdrop of the Indian Armed Forces carrying out Operation Sindoor after the Pahalgam terror attack, in which 26 tourists were killed, and the subsequent military actions between the two countries. India and Pakistan reached an understanding to halt all military actions on the 10th of May. The government has decided to send several all-party delegations to 33 capitals to brief the leaders on India's resolve to firmly deal with terrorism. Sticking to news related to the India-Pakistan tension, Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, launched a fresh attack against External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, saying that his silence on the number of aircraft India lost after Pakistan was informed about the military action under Operation Sindoor is again damning. Gandhi had previously targeted Jaishankar on the issue, suggesting that the Indian side informed Pakistan ahead of the military strikes on the terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. However, the Ministry of External Affairs has described these claims as utter misrepresentation. In a post on X, Gandhi wrote, and I quote, "EM Jaishankar's silence isn't just telling, it's damning. So I ask again, how many Indian aircrafts did we lose because Pakistan knew? This isn't a lapse, this is a crime, and the nation deserves to know the truth." Unquote. Congress leader Pawan Khera said that Rahul Gandhi had asked questions based on the statements of the External Affairs Minister. He alleged that the BJP is playing petty politics on issues of national interest. The BJP hit back, accusing Gandhi of speaking the language of Pakistan and asking whether the Congress party was truly serious about supporting the nation. Union Minister Prahlad Joshi said that Rahul Gandhi was misquoting the MEA. He said, and I quote, "Is the Congress party truly serious about supporting the nations? Their actions suggest otherwise." Unquote. BJP national spokesperson Pradeep Bhandari alleged that the Congress leader's comments mirrored Pakistan's agenda. He said, and I quote, "Rahul Gandhi's ignorance isn't just random, it's dangerous." He also accused Gandhi of towing a pro-Pakistani line. The Allahabad High Court upheld the Shambal's court order in appointing an advocate commissioner to survey the Shambal mosque. The court dismissed a plea by the Masjid Committee against the survey ordered by the Shambal court in the Sahi Jama Masjid and the Harihar temple dispute. It said that the order to appoint a court commissioner and the suit were maintainable. The Supreme Court has rejected pleas by Bharti Airtel, Vodafone Idea and Tata Teleservices for relief in the payment of their adjusted gross revenue or AGR liabilities. A bench by Justices J.D. Pardiwala and R. Mahadevan termed the petitions as, quote, misconceived. The telecos wanted relief in the payment of their interest on dues, the penalty, and the interest on the penalty. They appealed to the Supreme Court's sense of equity, saying that they were under severe financial strain due to a series of court rulings on AGR over the years. The company sought a waiver of over 40,000 crore rupees in liabilities related to AGR, invoking the fundamental right to equality under Article 14 of the Constitution to afford all players equal opportunity and a level playing field. The companies argue that the waiver was needed to ensure stability of the sector. 5 years after the UK left the EU, Britain's government has announced that it has struck a series of agreements with the bloc to boost defence cooperation, ease food trade and border checks. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer said that the deal will slash red tape, grow the British economy and reset relations with the bloc. Starmer hosted European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and other senior officials in London for the first formal UK-EU summit since Brexit. Under the deals, the UK will be able to access a EU defence loan program worth 150 billion euros. Other agreements including remove some checks on plant and animal food products to ease food trade between the borders, and a 12-year extension of an agreement allowing EU fishing vessels in UK waters. Since becoming Prime Minister in July, Starmer has sought to reset ties with the EU following years of tensions in the wake of UK's 2016 Brexit referendum. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that his decision to resume limited aid to Gaza came after pressure from allies who said they will not be able to grant the support Israel needs to win the war as long as images of hunger was coming out of Palestine. In a video statement posted on social media, Netanyahu said that Israel's allies had voiced concern about quote images of hunger. He said that the aid that will be let into Gaza was just minimal. Israel has faced condemnation from the UN, aid groups, and some allies for its blockade of goods, including food, fuel, and medicine. On Sunday, it said it would allow some quote basic amount of aid into Gaza to prevent a hunger crisis from developing. Experts have warned that the blockade risks sparking a famine in Gaza, a territory which has nearly 2 million people. The decision to let in aid comes even as Israel stepped up its offensive in the Gaza Strip in what it says is a bid to pressure Hamas to agree to a ceasefire on Israel's terms. On Monday, Israel ordered the evacuation of Gaza's second largest city, Khan Yunis, where Israel has already carried out a mass offensive and has left much of the city in ruins.